Chemistry, chemical formula. So how do you write a chemical formula? So this is a very important part in chemistry. As a chemist, you should know how to write the chemical formulas, and you should know the difference between a chemical symbol and a chemical formula. So part 1, write the chemical formulas of each of the following. So the first part is oxygen. So there is a difference between a chemical formula and a chemical symbol. When we look at the periodic table, we have oxygen. So this O, it is the chemical symbol. So the chemical symbol for oxygen is O. But what about the chemical formula? The chemical formula for oxygen is O2. So there is a difference between a chemical symbol and a chemical formula. So remember that oxygen, it exists as diatomic molecule. So if it exists as diatomic molecule, then the chemical formula is O2. So the chemical formula for oxygen is O2. Remember that you need to write this O a capital letter. Should you write a small letter, then that is wrong. So this is the chemical formula. B, sodium. So this is sodium. So the chemical symbol for sodium, it is Na. Sodium, it is the monoatomic molecule, meaning it exists as a single atom. So therefore, the chemical symbol for sodium is Na, and therefore the chemical formula for sodium is Na. The chemical formula for sodium, it is Na. There is no need for us to put a 2 there. Why? Because sodium, it exists as monoatomic. Then as for oxygen, it exists as diatomic. So in the second part, I'll be showing you the atoms that exist as diatomic molecules, such as oxygen on the periodic table. So you should look out for the next video. C, the chemical formula for aluminium oxide. The chemical formula for aluminium oxide. So we have aluminium, that is the chemical formula. We have aluminium, then we have oxygen. So in here, this is a compound, aluminium oxide. It is a compound, so it's a reaction between aluminium and the oxygen. So what are we going to have? So now here you need to consider what we call valence numbers. So how do you determine the valence number of a metal? So the valence number of a metal, it is simply its group number. So let us check the group where aluminium is coming from. So this is aluminium. Aluminium, it is coming from group 3. So the group number, or the number of electrons in the outermost shell of a metal, it is simply equal to its valence number. So the valence number of aluminium is 3. So I'll put a 3 there and I'll put a 3 there. That is the valence number of aluminium. Then let's go to oxygen. Oxygen, it is a non-metal. There is a difference between oxygen and aluminium. Aluminium, it's a metal. Oxygen, it's a non-metal. So what is this two? So this is the formula. It is just the formula for oxygen. But let's look at the valence number of oxygen. So let's look at the periodic table. As you can see, oxygen, it's a non-metal that is coming from group 6. But if I want the valence number of a non-metal, I will subtract 8 minus the group number of a non-metal. So oxygen, it's a non-metal coming from group 6. So for me to find the valence number of oxygen, I will say 8 minus 6. So 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So 2 is the valence number of oxygen. So the valence number of oxygen is 2. The valence number of oxygen is 2. So don't be confused with these two. So this is the formula for oxygen. The chemical formula for oxygen is O2. But this 2 is a valence number. How do we find the valence number of a non-metal? So we say 8 minus the group number of that non-metal. So in this case, oxygen is coming from group 6. So 8 minus 6 is 2. So that is the valence number. So when these two are reacting, they are going to swap the valence numbers. So the valence number for aluminium, it will go to oxygen. And the valence number of oxygen, it will go to aluminium. So aluminium will receive 2 from oxygen. And oxygen will receive 3 from aluminium. So this is aluminium oxide. So D, which is carbon dioxide. I know many of you know how to write the chemical formula for carbon dioxide, but I want to show you where it is coming from. So carbon dioxide, it's a reaction of carbon and oxygen. So carbon, it is a non-metal. So remember, how do we find the valence number of a non-metal? It is 8 minus where it is coming from. So carbon, when you check on the periodic table, it is coming from group 4. So 8 minus 4, it is 4. Then for oxygen, we already determined the valence number of oxygen, which is 2. So when these two are reacting, they will swap the valence numbers. So the valence number for oxygen, it will come to carbon. The valence number for carbon, it will go to oxygen. So that simply means that carbon will receive 2, oxygen will receive 4. So from there, we are going to check the lowest common factor. So the lowest common factor of 2 and 4. In other words, we've got a number that can go into 2 and 4 without leaving a remainder. So you need to divide. So 2 into 2, 1. 2 into 4, 2. So we don't write the subscript of 1. So that is carbon, then oxygen, it is 2. That's why it is called carbon dioxide. That's where it is coming from. I hope you are enjoying this video. So please, I want you to send me an answer for calcium chloride. Send me an answer for calcium chloride. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Rafa Online Tuitions, for more videos of this nature. And also, if you want online tuitions for chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, civic education, English, commerce, and RE, don't forget to drop a WhatsApp message on 0969 80 3107. For the direct call, you can call me on 0978 76 55 54.